Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Talk TV. So let's talk. Um, I had to come to you guys and talk to you guys about Dr. Contessa and Dr. Heavenly and this whole intervention. Um, like I said in my last video, I agree with the girls that Dr. Heavenly's mouth is off the hook. I do agree with you. But I will not stand with Dr. Contessa when she says that Dr. Heavenly is the reason why we as an audience knows that there's trouble in her marriage, because that's a complete lie. Dr. Contessa and her husband, Dr. Scott, sat in front of those cameras for the last 2 seasons and displayed the trouble that they were having in their marriage. So for Dr. Contessa to come on this TV screen and to say out her mouth that she never talked anything and told anyone about her marriage, you're coming off as a liar, which is making me side more with Dr. Heavenly, because even if she's right or even if she's wrong, I believe that she's telling the truth. I believe that Dr. Heavenly is telling the truth as she sees it, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. Dr. Contessa, you're trying to make this into something totally different. Maybe you're trying to hide the fact that you and Dr. Scott is still trying to figure things out in your marriage or whatever. But it is impossible for you to want us to believe that Dr. Heavenly is the reason why, and her YouTube channel is the reason why we know that we're having issues. That's impossible. You came on the show. You was sitting at the dinner with Giselle and the other girls and talked about infidelity. The whole last reunion, you were sitting there with tears in your eyes talking about you were ready to divorce this man. None of that came out of Dr. Heavenly's mouth. Was she wrong to say that Scott was abusive towards you? Sure. But she did not put those things out there. The behavior that your husband displayed on camera was the reason why people were questioning if he was abusive towards you. The way you would shrink and shrivel down as a person and just start crying on camera is the reason why people questioned if there was some type of abuse going on in that home. So now that you guys got some of that backlash, he's a doctor and his reputation, he can't have that. Cool. Y'all should have thought about that before y'all decided to put that on camera. Real talk. Because whether or not Dr. Heavenly ever said anything, Dr. Scott was coming off as an asshole. And you were coming off as this woman that was going through so much distress at his hands. That's the way you displayed it. You made it seem like you were so unhappy in your marriage that you were ready to divorce this man. So us as audience members watching this, we're questioning, why is it that you are so unhappy with this man? Why is it this strong, assertive woman seems like she can't talk and she has to have Quad talk for her during the reunion because she can't seem to say the words that she needs to say to express what's going on with her in her marriage? That's the reason why the audience members are asking if there is some type of abuse going on in your home. During that reunion, rewind the tape. Dr. Heavenly did not have a lot to say about your marriage at all. So what you displayed, what Dr. Scott displayed on camera for millions of people to view, is the reason why everybody knows that you and your marriage is fucked up. Not Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly in her mouth, everybody can clearly see that her mouth is off the hook. Everybody that's watching can tell that if you're on that show, she's going to talk about you. But like she said on camera, we all talk about each other. Y'all just do it behind each other's back. I do it on a platform. And that's the reason why I could fuck with Dr. Heavenly, good, bad, or ugly. because I believe that this woman is going to tell the truth. Whether I like what she's going to say or I don't, she's going to tell the truth the way she knows it. And for you to come on this screen and say you never put anything out there about your marriage, you come off as a liar, which makes me believe everything that comes out of Dr. Heavenly's mouth about this situation, y'all friendship, how it broke down, how y'all was talking all this time behind the scenes. And then 2 weeks before the show starts, then guess what? She start finding out that you and her have an issue. I believe her because you're lying on camera. And like she said on camera, she admitted on camera, laughed in you guys' faces and said, I meant what I said. This lady is standing on her shit. That's why I fuck with Dr. Heavenly. I do not agree with everything she says. I do not agree with everything she does. But one thing about me is I like a person who is honest. Dr. Heavenly does not throw rocks and hide her hands. She does not do it. She would throw a rock at your ass and she would say she threw a rock at you. And that's the reason why I have respect for her. You was throwing rocks at your husband all last season. Now you want to hide your hands and pretend that it was Dr. Heavenly, and that's the reason why everybody is coming at him. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. That was you. That was you.